And hello, everyone, and welcome to the Magical Journey Show with your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls. Thank you for joining me. We have a new platform here, so please bear with me if I'm a little bit slow on learning how to use the new platform. But welcome. Uh, Welcome to the Magical Journey Show, and this is the first show of 2020, and I want to wish everyone a happy new year, and uh, I want to also wish everyone um, a um, a safe new year as well. So I hope that everyone has uh, basically has started out their new year on the right foot. I know that my new year kind of started uh, a little bit wildly, but other than that, um, it it's leveling back out. But most definitely, the energy of the new year is definitely, uh, they're definitely, well, the energy of the new year is definitely, for lack of a better word, interesting. And there are, uh, there are new things that are upon the horizon for us as um, a human species, as well as also uh, as individuals. Um, so uh, humanity alone is definitely in for some very interesting things to begin to start happening in 2020. Um, some other things that I wanted to mention this evening uh, was basically about some new things that a magical journey is going to be um, doing as well as also some new things that um, have basically been placed upon the website and has just started in the new year, and they are currently now available. It's some new products such as um, such as some new curios, such as High John the Conqueror, Blessed. Also, um, also I do have Saint John, um, Blessed Wishing Beans, and I also have a new service out where the new service uh, I will be starting a new service called 21 Day Cleansing Service, where it entails using sympathetic magic and um, using basically um, for lack of a better word, using a dolly. And as we use the doll, uh, what the doll is a representation of you, and the doll basically a um, is the representation of you, which basically is the proxy that receives the cleansings and the blessings, so that during those 21 days, uh, that doll goes through many spells as well as also um, uh, in, um, it goes through many spells, many blessings, as well as also many cleansings. So that's another particular type of service that is being offered. Another one that is going to be being offered is I will be offering Zoom classes. Zoom classes on certain, basically certain topics. Some of these topics will be for certification. Some of these topics will be for just credited that you received the training. So be on the lookout for the upcoming classes that will be on the platform of Zoom. So I know that a lot of folks are wanting to ask questions um, of me this evening. So I will be going to answering questions here soon. So if you are wanting to ask any types of questions, please post them in the chat box, and I will get to them accordingly once I begin to start doing the readings. Okay, so basically, um, there is one more other thing that I would like to go through with you, and that is the new and improved classes. The classes are basically staying the same. It's just that new things are added to each of the classes, such as like the Angelic Communication class, the Starseed class, um, the the Healer class, and also the Wiccan class. New information and um, uh, new uh, new workings, new spell work, new blessings are added to the classes, um, and um, specifically information that goes directly with that related class. New information is placed within that class. So you will want to check that out. Um, for folks that have signed up to watch on Crowdcast this evening, you can look right below the video. There's a little blue box that says Reverend Bryan's website. You can click right there, and it takes you directly to my website. And that beats having to put in www.amagicaljourney.com. That also beats having to wait in the chat room to ask your question when you can just purchase a private reading and have your reading scheduled um, for my next available reading time, which will basically give you a full per minute reading with me. So if you're interested in that, go down below the box, right below here, that says Reverend Bryan's website, and just press that lovely button there, and it will take you directly to my website. So, also, another thing that I would like to go over with is what we are going to be speaking about this evening. Okay, we're not just going to be speaking about the 2020 grid system, but we're also going to be talking about some of the interesting things that have popped up for me this so far this year, and it is actually pretty interesting because it kind of brings me back to the basics. And I find it quite interesting how it brought me back to the basics. And when going back to the basics, it it is so easy to get lost with hearing so much of what other people or what works for other people when not listening to myself um, and doing what works for me. Okay, so basically, I've noticed that um, that the energy of influence is very strong here lately. Um, so I'm seeing that people that are um, normally not influenced by a lot of things, they are more influential. Um, Also, people that are um, uh, normally non-confrontational, they're confrontational. So this is one thing about what I'm finding about other people and what I'm encountering with the new 2020 grid system is that there's a lot of things that are coming to the surface. Um, the, the surface emotions that we're feeling, they're basically emotions um, that um, basically festered up, and they festered up um, due to us not listening to ourselves and letting ourselves go for so long. Because a lot of people that I've came in contact with and even spoke with have been feeling like they were just existing. They've been feeling like they've uh, they've been feeling as if they are just going with the motions, going with going with the flow of things, and really not um, not stopping and enjoying what uh, what time they have, if that makes sense. So, so I'm finding a lot of people are almost to a point that they're rushing around and uh, not taking a moment to actually stop and look at their surroundings and be aware of um, what's basically to come. So, and a lot of people don't realize that 2020 is a an entirely new brand new um, grid system, which means that there is new energy that is flowing upon our ley lines, as well as also within Mother Earth's power spots and vortices and vortexes that she's basically inundating um, the energy's inundating her, which is in change inundating us, which is causing a lot of our memories and really coming in and almost to the point to where it's um, almost to the point to where it's hitting us 10 times harder than what it would normally hit us. Okay. And hello, Destiny, and welcome to the Magical Journey Show. If you want to check out more about me, go to the blue button right there and press Reverend Bryan's website and read a little bit more about me. So, the 2020 grid system is definitely no joke. It's definitely for folks that or is definitely showing folks what's what energy is really all about and how folks really need to tune in and wake up to the aspect of energy, because um, that's what it all boils down to, is that we are influenced by this energy. So the more influential we are to the energy that's at hand, the more influential that our environment is. So I hope that made sense. And so I want you to basically understand that this 2020 grid system is like similar to last year. It's uncharted territory, but um, but with more almost with more power backing it than 2019. Okay, so so 2020 has a little more of a or it's packing a little bit more than just your average punch. So I want you to make sure that you stay grounded, and also make sure that you continuously follow through with your solar and lunar codes, because that is where you are going to benefit the most, because a updated body is a basic happy body. Um, and I found that out once I actually kept up um, with with basically updating myself and keeping up to date with my solar and lunar codes. Okay, and one way of doing that is paying attention to my full moon and new moon transmissions, because that is how you can stay up to date with your lunar and solar codes. Okay, so if you are wanting to be placed on the mailing list, please email angelicguidance13@gmail.com, and I will place you upon the list. Okay, so we are going to go to questions this evening, and I already see a couple questions come in, and I'm just going to announce, if you are wanting to ask a question, please post it here in chat, and I will answer your question shortly. So we're going to go to Jolie the Ninja with the first question. And good evening, Jolie says. My question is about when I can expect many uh, of my gifts that have been dormant will be coming online. And what is an example of these new gifts? All right, so let's see. Let's see what these. Let's see, Jolie. Okay, Jolie. Okay, so all right. So yes, you are going to be receiving. Yes, you are going to be receiving quite a few new gifts in the upcoming. Well, in this new upcoming year. I want you to understand that one of, a representation of a gift that will be manifesting for you is is particularly the manifestation of a very strong telepathic connection. So this is a telepathic connection with your guides, almost like where it's almost as if you hear them in your mind's eye, but it's almost like they are not necessarily talking to you. It's more like their thoughts are being listened by you. If that makes sense. Also, they show this coming into play around the summer months, and this beginning around May, June. And they want you to focus on hearing, okay? But they want you to understand that this is influenced by hearing, but not exactly personified as hearing, if that makes sense. Did you understand that? Did you understand that, Jolene? Okay. All right. But yes, make sure that you take back your power. Claim that you have received back this power because you have received this gift in a particular past life, which um, basically in that particular past life, um, in that particular past life, it wasn't that anything necessarily bad happened to you that made you relinquish your gift, but it was more along the lines of what you did to help people with your gift. Uh, and that would have been the gift of telepathy. Okay? So I hope that helped you, Jolie. And I do look forward to working with you again here very soon. And also do understand that, Jolie, it's just a matter of time before you begin to start becoming the full-fledged psychic medium that you are. Okay, Jolie, thank you so very much. And if you are interested in a more in-depth reading, click the link or click the blue box below and purchase your reading. Thank you so much, Jolie, and much love. Okay, so now I want to speak real quick about something, and then I'm going to answer Destiny's question that came in through the Ask a Question or Ask the Question feed. All right, so I was asking for uh, some inspiration or some, I guess you would say, a muse to help motivate me and to kind of get me going for 2020. So I was told to go back to my go back to past information and past teachings, and so I went to each of my altars and to each of my bookshelves, and I was like, so what am I being led to? And I stayed there for probably about a good 2 to 3 hours, just moving my hands over things and everything was cold except for one thing that literally as I had my hand over it, it felt like I had my hand on fire. And lo and behold, it is from a very lovely person that I once admired, um, because I wanted all the trainings that I could have from her. And then she became a little bit too fluffy bunny for me, and then totally converted back to a mainstream religion, and then um, you don't hear from her much anymore. But it's the Archangel Oracle by Doreen Virtue, and uh, these are like one of the Oracle cards that I first ever had, as far as Oracle cards are concerned, because I'm not one of those people that are fond of Oracle cards, because Oracle cards are more like for um, like life purpose questions, that type of thing. But these cards made my hand feel like they were on fire. So I got to playing with them, and come to find out, I got the inspiration of working with a particular angelic magic called Pauline art, Pauline art, ART. And what that is angelic magic. And so it's becoming rather interesting, and it works with going back um, to understanding that the angels are teaching angels, and each of us, we are governed by a teaching angel and a secondary teaching angel. Just like with mine, I have the teaching angel of Gabriel and Aniel, because Taurus governs Venus, Venus governs Aniel, Anael, and then my moon sign is Cancer, which Cancer is at home in the sign of the moon, which is Gabriel, and Gabriel is the archangel of the moon, and Gabriel is one that I am close with. So, that's a little bit of what I have been led to, is kind of like an angelic magic, and called Pauline art, and it goes back to real ancient angelic magic. So, check it out. It's called Pauline art. Okay, so it's always good to go back to your root, or go back to the foundation of things, the um, the beginning of things, of where you started off at. So go to that place, and really look at what really shaped your spirituality, whether it be a deck of cards, a statue, um, anything really. Um, so throughout the month, or throughout the year of 2020, I um, I basically done a little dedication ritual to rededicate my cards to me, and also to uh, kind of rededicate myself to the cards, so that I would use them more. So But that's just a little bit of interesting information that that I found took up probably about 2 to 3 hours of my day, one day last week. So yeah, I just thought it was funny. It took me 2 to 3 hours for me to go through all of my altar space just to find what what would give me that that oomph, or that um, almost like it would support me more. So ask your guides or ask your angels what would support you. Okay, what will support you? Or ask this question: angels and guides, what will support me upon my path? And then wait for an answer. Okay, so now we're going to go to our next question with question from Destiny. Is a live person able to possess another live person? And is that what did I make the contract? Okay, so Destiny, no, a live person is not able to possess another live person, but they are able to influence a live person. Influence and possess are two different meanings. So possession would not mean influencing. What I'm feeling is going on here is um, there's equal amounts of influence and persuasion here. Okay, so I don't know exactly what um, what you're getting to or what you're getting at, but um, I will tell you that the closer it is that you are, the closer that it is that you are willing to um, willing to believe that you're possessed is what's going to make you possessed. Okay, that is the uh, that would be the only thing that would be or um, that would make your possession worse, or that would make your situation worse, is saying that you're possessed or giving power to possession. Okay, what what I would recommend for you, dear, is I would ask for you to I would ask for you to look at the certain things that you are um, look at the certain things that you are asking, and ask if you're being influenced by negativity, if you're being influenced by cross conditions, or if you're being influenced by another person's thought forms of you, or another person's energy that they may have directed towards you. You got to be specific with your wording and ask according to what your belief is, because remember, belief is everything. If you believe something enough, it it's true. That's what perception is all about, is belief. Okay, so I hope that helped you, Destiny. And if I can help you with anything, do understand that um, you can very well purchase a session with me by clicking Reverend Bryan's website button, the blue button right below my video. Okay, and thank you so very much, Destiny. Okay, folks. So, like I was saying to Destiny, is all matters about personal belief. Personal belief is perception, is the way we perceive things to be. Just like just like I perceived these cards being used for me, being inspiration for me, being some form of motivation for me. So what did they do? They motivated me because I believed that they would. See? So it's all about personal belief. Okay? So now, folks, I want to make excuse me, it has been a long day. But I want to make a couple announcements about some things that that are basically what's the word I'm looking for? They're it's not really irking me, but it's more like working my nerves. Okay, people have been approaching me and asking, with my beliefs, what do I say I am according to my beliefs? Okay, so then they go off on a limb and ask me, so if I believe in this, 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 what does that make me? And I'm like, that makes you whoever the hell you want yourself to be. And so they don't like um, that, I guess you would say they don't like that um, communication of um, what I told them. So I basically told them, hey, look, uh, it's not about I believe that the sky is blue, so I'm I'm a human with peach skin and uh, a red tongue and brown eyes and brown hair and one eyebrow. That doesn't make me a freak because I have one eyebrow. Okay, that just makes me Bryan with one eyebrow, with brown eyes, brown hair, and that's that. It doesn't define me by what I look like, of what I believe. Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't allow. It doesn't allow yourself to be, or don't ever allow yourself to be put in a box of what it is that you are. Okay, because uh, you are not you are not limited to just be a healer or limited to just being a psychic or limited to just being a intuitive. You are so, so much more than that. Okay, and we are going to say all of this together. I am free of labels. I am free of labels, and we are unlimited multidimensionally. Okay? So don't ever let anybody place a label on you. Okay? So now, next question. Anybody have any other questions that they would like to ask me? Okay, so while we're waiting here for some questions, I wanted to um, make some well, I wanted to make some pretty interesting announcements. Okay, so I have some ideas getting ready to start percolating, and I'm going to be making some oils, and I will be um, holding a poll, and I'm going to be holding a poll on what type of oil that customers or clients would like me to um, make next. And I will have a limited number of bottles. I will have a limited number of bottles on me for a very special price. And this particular oil will be placed within three rituals, blessing it for maximum power and benefit. Okay, so the three choices would be um, the three choices would be Lady Luck, then um, a road opening oil slash blockbuster oil, or a abundance fortune oil. So that would be a shoot. I forgot what I said. Um, Actually, I will post this in the Magical Journey in the Magical Journey um, in the Magical Journey business page. I will post the poll in the Magical Journey business page for people to rate or to um, make their decision, and I will have the poll last up until this coming Monday. So the poll will go up probably probably first thing tomorrow morning. Um, and also my producer, which is Tiffany White Sage Woman, will also post it on my blog too. So you can go there or on Facebook to place your decision. And my blog is www.bryanrawls.com, and this will be for a decision upon the next oil that my clients would like me to prepare. Okay, so I will post the decisions um, in the Facebook business page, A Magical Journey. So if you are not a guest yet, or if you're not a or if you have not been invited, or if you're not or joined yet, find me at a Magickal Journey, and hit join, and you'll be added directly to it. And you can also go to my blog and hit follow at www.bryanrawls.com. So the last thing I want to announce is I want to announce that I will also be placing Magickal kits here in the next probably couple weeks after I put particular kits together. There will be a home blessing kit, a money blessing kit, a love kit, and then also a blockbuster kit. So please be on the lookout for those. Those kits will be specific kits that will be able to be for purchase, and will be um, a it's basically a spell in a bag, and it will have all the items that you need in that bag, and it's basically all your spell items all in one bag, all all at your fingertips, basically. So those would be something that I would want to look into if you're beginning with spell work. Also, I will be having a class called Spell Work for Beginners. So if you are interested in that, that will give you the history, philosophy, or actually the history, and also the tips for successful spell work. And also, I will be going over a correspondence with herbal magic and gemstone magic here soon. So please be on the lookout for those. And since no other questions are coming in, I am going to be ending early, and I want to let everyone know that that you will be able to find me every Wednesday evening for the year of 2020. Every Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I hope that you enjoy um, coming into the year of 2020 into this brand new grid system. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching the Magickal Journey show with obviously your host, me. And I would like to also thank all the callers or all the listeners. I'd like to also thank Goldilocks Productions for producing the Magickal Journey shows. I would like to thank you viewers live and those who watch in the archives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without y'all, I would be a little small man on the totem pole. Much love, many blessings to each of you. Blessings. Mwah. And thank you, Tiffany White Sage Woman, for producing the Magickal Journey show. Much love to everyone. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be, and namaste.